Good evening, Miller. Good evening to you. Give me 2 seconds. Just need to get started. Riandev, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? Let me just find some music. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Good evening, guys. Good evening. My day, let me just find some music. My door is still open. Yeah, it is. I have to open it. I have to hear my kid when he's sleeping, right? But yeah, give me 2 seconds. Okay, that's good. I just want to find some chill music, right? Great. Okay, let me get some water. My day was good. Just standard stuff. Went to work. Came back home. My wife went to work. Took care of my son. Put him to bed. Took a little nap with him. Yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much, yeah. Standard routine. Same every day. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so essentially we're gonna continue, right? We're gonna continue where we stopped yesterday. There's a few more things that we kind of, I believe, have to fix. Let's see. Let's kind of open up all the stuff. Now let's see what we do. We did this. So let's kind of, so we're gonna kind of continue stuff, and then we're gonna maybe design some new features. And let me just check one thing. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is actually ready. So we'll have to ask Kirill when he's here. So let's not do that then. So let's start something lightweight and then we go into more complex stuff, right? So I'm basically trying to literally just find the smallest possible things, right? And just fix them. So one of them was this super simple thing. So let's kind of start simple, right? So you can see that, well, I don't know if you can actually see, but the distance between this button, right, and this has to be the same. So let's start something super simple and then we move. So let's go to sign in, for example. We have a gap 4. Sign up. Gap 4. Yeah, and let's see. So I guess sign up, forgot password. Let's take a look what we're doing here. I guess we could kind of also, shit. Oh no, actually we're doing that already, okay. So I suppose, give me a second, let me just check one thing. No, so we are actually good, so let's see what is the difference then. Yeah, so let's take a look, or maybe it is the same already. I actually don't know, but it doesn't seem like it is, right? And also, yeah, so maybe we should also, yeah, give me 2 seconds. So let's let's do that as well. And then, yeah, there's clearly a difference, right? There's also yeah, so there's definitely some difference here. So if I go here, what do we have? So we also have this as rounded, right? So that's kind of not the same. What else do we have? Yeah, that's good. Maybe this. I don't actually know. Yeah, seems it was that, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Let's kind of. So yeah, let's start with those lightweight things. So this seems fine now. So let's go here, and yeah, let's actually nuke that, right? So I can just like comments on that. So okay, so let's let's do this one. So this is pretty much, so last night essentially what we did, we kind of cleaned up some regressions, right? And we also made the thoughts or tweets pretty much work similar like on Twitter, and we did some stuff here, right? You can now I think one thing we didn't do, we didn't pass the handlers for those, so you basically, yeah, so you like them or whatever. So let's do that, right? So let's go to single thought, right? I suppose it's here. And then I think we're rendering those reactions over here, yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So let's kind of create those handlers here. I don't think we have them. So let's say const handle like and respectively handle this like and yeah, let's pass it over here, right? Do we have any other handler? Yeah, yeah, and we're gonna do the same, right? Now if we go to the actual feed and we go over here and then we go to the, where was it, list item, right? We already kind of have that logic here. So in a way, the reason why we're not using the same handlers, right, is because we are using this mutate from use SVR. We don't really need it here, right? So actually what we can do, we can just replace this fellow over here, and we can, you know, do this. We can get rid of this, we can make this async, right? And yeah, pretty much do the same here, right? Get rid of that, make this async, right? And then import my Axios wrapper, right? So if we get over here, we'll lowercase that, and then yeah, lowercase that. And then here, I guess we can say const dot id is thought.id, right? Something like that, right? Let's actually see now, where do we... I mean, if we want to adjust temporarily, right? Because this is not in Redux, right? So technically now, since this thing... Yeah, actually, it's perfect, right? So we have the thought actually here, right? So essentially, yeah, we await for this, right? And then we can simply say, you know, set thought, right? We can spread the existing one, and we can say what is it, and then we'll have to write some validation here just for this view. This is just like a in-memory stuff, right? And then we're gonna say likes, and we're gonna say spread whatever likes there are already, and then you know, add this one, right? And it's just an array of integers, right? And yeah, we're gonna do the same here, just temporarily. This is just a, and then he's back. Good evening, man. How you doing? And then here we're gonna do dislikes, right? Dislikes, something like that, I suppose, right? So let's take a look now. This is just for this specific view, right? So let's see if we're calling the API and if we're passing stuff. Actually, we are, right? It's a bit strange. We are actually doing it. We're not actually getting any proper state here. So let me double check what we're doing here. So where are we getting the thought from? It is the local thought, right? Yes. Good evening, David, my friend. How are you? So yeah, this kind of seems fine, right? We're clearly, so let's see, where's the thought, content, thought, likes. Yeah, so we're getting likes and dislikes. Okay, fine, so that's good. Are we actually passing this handle like? Yeah, so if we go here, we have handle dislike, we call it here. Where is it? Is likes and dislike. And like, I guess it's those. Ah, I see. Wait a minute. So reactionable. What is this? I don't actually remember what the hell this was. Let me just check this quickly, because that seems to be a problem, maybe. Fractionable undefined. Ah, I see. So this is, I don't actually remember that I wrote this. But either way, it's pretty strange, right? It's pretty strange. I see. I actually do remember now. Okay, all good, all good. So if we get back here, right, we need to be in the single thought view, right? Sam, thank you very much for the follow, whatever is it called. Appreciate it, man. So we're actually gonna pass this thing, and we're gonna pass a thought, right? So essentially, the way it seems that this work, right, is just one thing that's a bit strange, though, is that yeah, I don't know, a bit strange for sure, right? Just passing those props pretty deep, but whatever, right? Let's try this. So now we should get that thought kind of printed, right? And we do, right? That's okay, right? That's perfectly fine. That being said, right, so we have to kind of, instead of using this thought ID here, right, which is available here, like we can just say here instead, you know, I don't know, just be a bit generic like this, and we can say data.id, right? And then do this, right? I suppose, right? Cannot like the same thought twice. Okay, so I guess we're good in that sense right now. Let's see why. Okay, and then we need to let's just figure it out. Yeah, so that's kind of good. Give me 1 second. Well, I suppose we should also be doing this, right? Should be spreading this data, right? Regardless, I mean, this shouldn't change anything, right? Let me just kind of print this, right? Let's see what we're actually doing wrong, right? Yeah, so we kind of have it, right? So most likely what's happening, right, is that yeah. Yeah, so most likely like the data that we're passing down isn't accurate. So a bit strange, yeah. Interesting. And obviously, if we get over here, right, we should also kind of filter out this in the good evening, Cassie, my friend. How are you? So I guess another thing. So here we have to just say dislikes, right? And we have to say, you know, data dot dislikes dot filter, you know, ID, and then, you know, ID is not equal to data ID, right? And pretty much the same here for likes, right? So we're gonna do that, right? And we're gonna say likes, right? And we're gonna say data dot likes, and then so that should be just the local type of state, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. So let's print this. For whatever reason, that seems to be off. Yeah. I know what the problem is. Yeah, that kind of sucks, right? So the problem is it's the HTML5 history API, because we're loading the article basically from the history, right? From the cache, right? Yeah, that's a bit strange, yeah. It's also strange that this state doesn't seem to be properly updated, does it? Yeah, so that's good. That's all good. The problem is this HTML5 history API that we're not really uploading, so updating. So this one. So we would need to give me a second. Location dot state I wonder if this is something that we could potentially mutate. I don't actually know, right? I've never actually tried mutating this cache like this, right? Let's try to just say, let's say here const update, right? And then we say here update. But we also say location dot state is update, right? And we pretty much do the same here. Let's try. I've actually never updated the location state manually like this. We do that, right? We omit this stuff, right? And then we pretty much do the same. Let's see. I don't actually know if we can do that at all. Maybe yes, maybe not. And then if we go here where it's actually cached, so no, so we actually can't, yeah. So this is kind of useless. All right. Yeah, location.state is an object, yes, in this case. Okay. I guess let's introduce some new state here as well. So let's say const is liking is reacting actually, right? No, let's say is liking and then the same, right? Is disliking, and then set is disliking, and then pretty much we can say here set is liking true, Thank you very much for the follow, and then let's do the same here, right? Set is disliking true, and then set is disliking, and we'll wrap this in a try catch, right? I don't actually know if we really need that state at all, but let's see. Let's get rid of that. Oh, we actually have a okay, so we do actually get this stuff. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Yeah, so this, yeah, it's a bit good evening, Randall. Oh, my friend, how are you doing? Give me a second here. So actually, what I just realized that I really dislike is that I actually kind of coupled this component to the content, right? What I'm actually going to do is we're gonna be a bit better at component composition here, right? We're gonna actually take this out because this doesn't really belong there, right? It's kind of too coupled there, and then we have to pass all of those props which really don't have anything to do with the taught content itself, right? So let's kind of just do a quick revamp here because it's going to be super simple anyway, right? So just a very quick one. Yeah, so we have this get taught URL. We can import that. This would be taught, right? And let's see if it breaks or if it works. So yeah, so we probably forgot to pass something. Let's see what it is. Cannot restructure product as it is now. Okay. Yeah, of course not. Yeah, we don't actually need to do that at all. We can say thought.likes, thought.dislikes. Content is not defined. Where are we using content? Maybe in here, right? Yeah. We actually don't need this, right? It's great. I guess this would be thought.content, right? Yeah. So good, at least, so we can see that it renders now, so that's perfect, right? So let's kind of, so we're not really coupled now to this. This is a, yeah, so let's see what we do now. So thought like, dislikes, handle like. I guess we no longer need those props, right? Handle update, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's so great. I don't think we need authenticated user or this anymore, right? Yeah. Wait, did I remove is authenticated? So I guess we can just get rid of all of this, right? Okay, good. Yeah, so that's cleaner, right? So this is a very simple component. Okay, now let's see what we're doing here. So we have it's loading thought. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's all great, right? All right, great. And let's now just double check what's happening here. Cannot like the same thought twice. Okay, it's like, okay, good. So that still kind of works. Yeah, I told you guys you should try it out and see it for yourself. So I'm happy that you absolutely is. Okay, and I think the only thing now that we have to do is let's take a look. Nice, man, nice. So let's pass now here is liking, right? Is liking, and the same is disliking, right? Let's see if we're gonna get that spinner spinning, right? So we kind of do it, right? But it's kind of useless, right? Okay. I pretty much think that the root of this is the caching itself, right? That is the problem. Like if we would kind of remove the caching here completely, right? Then we go to, I don't know, our feed, and then we go into something, right? Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. And basically, yeah, the reason why we're not getting that kind of, why is it not, we're not re-rendering the stuff, right, properly, right? So technically, if we would say, you know, if is liking, this is, we're not obviously gonna be doing this, but just to test it out, right? The hypothesis here, right? No, not really. Okay. Good night, my friend. Have a great night. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it, man. We are kind of let me just do some stuff. Okay. What? Ah. Yeah, of course. That's well clearly not gonna happen. We need to put this fellow over here. Yeah, okay. I see. Okay. Hmm. Ah, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Still not what I want, so what the hell is happening? Let's take a look. Good evening in Arcadia. How are you doing, my friend? How is life? Actually, do we need this? So well, let's actually get rid of that. That's fine. Hmm. That's also awkward. We need to fix that little thing. Fine. Just started streaming a couple of minutes ago. Just starting with some simple stuff. But yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying us a bit. It's annoying us a bit. Set dot. Just gonna get rid of that and that. What do you mean started running? But yeah, anyway, definitely there's something wrong with the state here. And maybe my brain is just not working properly, right? No, I never run this late. And of course, I cannot run now. I have to take care of my kid now, right? My kid is asleep, so I cannot. I run in the morning, you know. I don't run in the evening. I don't run in the evening, right? Actually, okay. Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh my god, I know what the issue is. Jesus Christ, man. We're doing this wrong. This is the issue, right? Yeah. This is the issue. My bad. Okay. Well, that's how it is. Alright. Alright. Let me just restart this. I just go into something. Well, yeah. And then this should, let's see, data likes. So when I like, I update the likes, then I data dislikes, I filter out ID, it's not authenticated user ID. Yeah, Let's go to our API quickly. Let's go here and let's say, what was it? Come on. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back here. Yeah, so our logic doesn't work there, right? Jesus Christ, man, come on. Let's try this, right? And let's just see what's happening. Maybe it's some just concurrency issue with the state. I don't actually know. See? So I like it. Yeah, so yeah, that's not good. Like, why? Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Why is this expression not working? Ah, I know, because I'm an idiot. That's why. Jesus Christ, man. This is not an object. We cannot destructure that, right? That's why. Ah. Okay. Well, that's what it is, right? Maybe I'm just too tired. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go, right? There we go. So that's great. If we put this back whatsoever, then it's gonna get broken again because we would be using stuff from the cache, right? So that kind of sucks. Is there a React router DOM update location state? I'm not a fan of optimistic updates. I'm absolutely against that pattern completely. Completely. You know, you assume that something works, and then if it doesn't, you revert. I'm not a fan of that idea at all, actually, to be honest with you. And good evening to you as well. No, I just said it. It's because you assume that something's gonna work, and you show that it's working. But if it doesn't, then you revert. So it's not out of principle. It's out of just you're assuming that when you click something, it's gonna do it. But if it fails, you revert it. So you're making an assumption that if I click like that worked server side, and then you wait for the server, and if server fails, then you're like, well, you know, I'm sorry, this actually isn't good. It's bad, right? Good evening, G Bounty. How are you doing, my friend? I mean, we can leave it like this. I think it's... I mean, It's optimizing for the most likely outcome. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that it is trying to do that. Yes, is it achieving it? I guess so. I don't actually know, but either way, those things happen in a fraction of a second anyway. Hence, if this was, yeah, I just, yeah, I use Postgres. So how the hell can we mutate the actual location state directly, right? Is the question. Let's say location.state is update. Let's do the same here. The thing is, yeah, I mean, don't take me wrong, right? Like I clearly have, it's you know, I have kind of my own way of looking at it, and it might not be accurate, right? It's not that I'm smarter than you know, the entire community, right? It's just in most circumstances I don't find the value because those things are instantaneous, pretty much. They take fraction of a second, right? Is it possible to update the location.state from React router down location hook? Yeah, should be, yeah. Okay, so this is basically what they suggest, right? Okay, let's try this, right? I kind of, you know, let's kind of do that, right? Because I don't want to remove this cache because we would be doing an additional call to a database for no reason, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say update HTML5 history. We're going to pass in here, let's just say data, whatever, right? Or state, right? Let's spread that, right? Maybe, I don't actually know. Do we have history here? No. Let's just say history. Use history. I guess. Why is it complaining that it can't find it? What the hell? Yeah, maybe did they remove this hook in the version of the router that I'm using? I suppose, yeah. Suppose they did, yeah. Did not. Okay. Use navigate. Thank you. Yes, exactly. I can't. There's so many of those things I can't. Yeah, use nav. I can see because I'm using it in a million places. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, great. Jesus Christ, man. Changing APIs every second week. Impossible. What was it? Push, right? That's a good suggestion, Carlos. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, right? I actually like that. Let's do that. Well, no, you can't do that, right? You can't do that. Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean that you dislike it, right? I guess, right? So no, you're yeah, I mean, I liked it for a second and to an extent you're right, but it doesn't work like that, right? Because liking and disliking are two different things. In your case, if I like it, you would assume that I dislike it, which is not the case, right? Not doing any action and disliking it are two very different things, right? Right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we want to dislike, yes. Well, I guess we would have to provide a path here, right? I guess we want to navigate, well, nowhere, right? So how the hell do we do this? Navigate null, maybe? Can we do this? Right? I don't actually know. Right? Let's try. I have no idea if this is going to work at all, actually. Zero idea. Yeah, it does actually work. Okay, well, yeah, that's kind of it. So we do update the cache, right? No, no. So we should probably actually, yeah, I see. Let's, instead of, give me a second. So instead of using, where was it, null here, let's say, application dot. You can't click the same button twice. That's not possible. Okay, that's not what I anticipated. Give me a second. Yeah, so it doesn't actually work, does it? Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. So the history state is kind of messed up. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really work, no. So it appends this. New location state. Location state. Carlos, this works already, right? So this has been tested long ago. This is we're just adding some missing pieces in certain views. So this logic is there for a long time and it does work. Yes. When you click like, you like. When you click dislike, you dislike. There's no hidden features here. If you click like, you like, and then you click dislike to dislike. So there's no clicking the same button twice, 3 times, 5 times, right? If you click like, you're gonna like. If you click dislike, you're gonna dislike. That's as simple as that, right? There's nothing else. It cannot be simpler, right? Do you like it? Yes, you click like. Do you dislike it? Yes, you click dislike. That's it, right? You cannot click the same button twice because that doesn't make sense, right? You cannot. The thing is, I think what you're asking is like, can you undo any action? I think that's your question. Can you, if you like or dislike, can you undo those actions? And the answer is no, you can't. Okay, well, that's done. So let's move on. All right, great. Let's fix the spinner, which went a million miles to the left quickly. It's a great, I think you're not the only one. I think many times we got asked this question, right? You're absolutely right in a sense. It's like, what if I like something by accident or dislike, right? But I just don't wanna be covering that many states. If you click that you like something, it's fine, right? Okay, and actually all right, great. Let's do this one, should be fairly simple, right? So if you go to someone's profile, right, they have their thoughts there. We should just make those clickable, right? So if you leave a thought, you should be able to click, and then so this should be fairly simple, right? So let's go to profile, thoughts list, right? Pretty simple, right? There's an infinite list, yeah. And then we have this thought content, right? So pretty much we want to do something similar to, where was it? Of click now. So let's go over here. Let's get over here. I guess maybe over here. Yeah, so we want to do pretty much something like this right there, I believe, right? So where was it? Thought list. Is that what we did here? Thought content, yeah. Yep, so pretty much we want to do the same, right? Like this. And now, yeah, you should basically be able to click on it, right? Yeah, let's just make sure that something like this, right? Yeah. If I go to someone's profile and I check their thoughts, I should be able to. And of course, we're now missing the likes and dislikes maybe inside of this view, but I don't actually know. Maybe you should just go to the actual thought directly, right? So that's great. Let's not get carried away too much. Let's just say that it's good. We're basically, you know, yesterday we kind of opened up this registration, right? So essentially, like, while, you know, we're still in alpha, you could technically sign up now. Actually, I see that, yeah. So you can kind of already go and sign up if you want, and keep in mind, yeah, you can see that we're still changing things and fixing regressions and bugs. But yeah, you could technically go and already sign up, right? Because from last night, it's opened, right? Okay, was that what happened there? Give me 2 seconds. So yeah, so we did this one. What did I want to do? Yeah, exactly. So let's see. There's, well, first and foremost, there's something wrong with this thing, or did we not? Is there like no content here? So why is there no content? There's something off here, right? Yeah, there's something definitely wrong. Producer Kinley. It's almost like it's not rendering the content. Let's take a look here. Comments, articles, tags. Interesting. Okay, so there's another regression we have to fix right away, which is fine. This is great. I'm happy when I find it. That's the focus on this week. It's just fixing all of this thing, which is kind of part of the side effect of streaming. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, so yeah, so first and foremost, yeah, so this was one of the tiny things I saw yesterday. Let me close the API for now. So let's go over here, yeah. And yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe something like that, right? So just this box isn't so close to the actual article, right? All right, great. So we nuked that one, just tiny things. Liking, disliking a comment is not active. Let me actually, well, now I suddenly need my API. Did I actually implement that? I keep forgetting. I think I did. So if we go to our comments model, yeah, so they do have likes and dislikes, right? So in a nutshell, right, so we do have the actions for it, right? I think the only reason why I can't do it, actually, so this actually might be working, right? Let me try to find some other account that I can log in as, and then we can try that, right? So seed development. So let's log in like this, for example, right? So let's open up. Thank you very much for remembering to click that follow. Appreciate it, guys. So let's go to 3,000, right? Or let's go to incognito maybe. So let's sign in as this guy, and let's go to my profile and let's try to like my own comment as a different user. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. So that actually works. Okay, great. So that actually does work, right? So we didn't break that. There's no regression there, I suppose. So let's kind of get here then, and yeah, so we can get rid of that. So that's not a bug at all. So I wrote a comment last night that updating an article might be slightly bugged. So let's play with that. If there is a regression, we have to nuke it. because we have recently not even yet fully switched from draft.js to lexical, right? So I'm 100% sure there's something messed up here, right? It has to be. Well, it doesn't seem so right now, but let me try to. Yeah, so this is one of the issues, I think. So when we publish the new one, we yeah, I actually know what this is, so let's fix it. So if we go to handle create, right, we're anticipating that the create article from our API, which we're gonna check in a second, is gonna actually return the updated thing, but it doesn't, it seems. Well, at least it seems so. Let's see. Maybe we are not really returning an author, but I think we are. Yeah, so we can see that, I know what the issue is. So unfortunately, well, first and foremost, we actually don't need to do this. This is just doing unnecessary joins and stuff, so we don't really need this. So yeah, so what I'm actually gonna do is we can just do this. It's good that we're actually doing this. This is perfect. We get this fella over here because we have the user already. You know, we already have the user here, right? Give me 2 seconds. So pretty much what we have to do, we basically, well, yeah, the only actually thing, so we do need it because technically when you update an article, that slug of the article might change. So essentially we do need to, no, actually no, this is creation, absolutely not, right? But we do need created slug, so ignore me. So actually no, so this is perfect, so this is good. And the only thing we actually have to change is this created author username. I think we do have the username here globally, right? Actually, that's a very good point. Yes, let's actually create that task. Thank you very much. Yep, you're absolutely right. Of course it does make sense. Of course it makes sense, right? That's a very good point. Let's write that down immediately. Very good feedback, thank you. Add tags as part of job description. And okay, not just tags, right? But when adding a job item, a user should be able to link, I don't know, programming, languages, technology, whatever. Someone register with an empty username. I don't think that's possible. I don't think you can register with an empty username. Yeah, Rion did. I genuinely don't know. Actually, give me 2 seconds. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Let's yeah, I don't know how he. And how did you manage to do that? Because it's good because we can fix it now, right? I see, but you shouldn't have been able to do that. Maybe Yeah, maybe we have introduced the regression. Yeah, I might know what it is, right? Yeah, I found it. Yeah. No, I didn't find it. I don't think that you registered without username. I don't think that's possible. Maybe you have updated your user by removing the username, right? It doesn't seem that you can sign up without the actual username, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? If we go to our Swagger spec, right, and we search for register, you can kind of see that those are mandatory fields, right? Email, username, and password. But there's no chance that you signed up without username, right? Now, whatsoever my suspicion is that if I go to update user, that's what I'm not enforcing, right? Yeah. No, you don't have to. I think I already figured it out, right? So you can see that here we're not enforcing the username to be right. But now let's see, maybe I have done something here. So we have this immutable fields. Yeah, but I think that's it, right? I think that's it. So, but absolutely, if you have anything else to add, but let's just say user is able to update the username, and this shouldn't be possible. I can see that I covered this, but maybe I didn't cover it properly, right? But I know that there's no chance you signed up without a username. I don't think that's possible right now. Let me actually ask one thing to ChatGPT. In Sequelize.js, is it possible to have a field in a model that cannot be changed once created once? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I'd like to have a immutable field that users once updated once cannot change. I'm just trying to see if there's some place like in the model where we can do this without needing to validate this in a controller, right? Yeah, exactly. So we can use a hook, right? Yeah, so we can do this, right? But yeah. Yeah, we could do this, right? So this is the right way to do it, right? And we'll try that in a moment. Okay, but let me get back to what the hell was I doing? I forgot now. Oh yeah, I was fixing this thing. Okay, so let's go back to the front and then we're gonna fix that as well. So yeah, so let's yeah, so let's get back here again, and yeah, super simple things, but still sucks when they don't work, and we have to fix them, right? Okay, so this works now. We can see that also kind of we need to break word everywhere pretty much, right? We can see that yeah, so we basically pretty much need to, yeah. All right, cool. So that did work, right? And yeah, this is another issue, I believe, because now this is a draft, and for whatever reason, we're not able to do it. Yeah. All right, but anyway, let me try. Okay, well, that's good. That's good now, right? Good evening, Dizzy. Good to have you here, man. What's up? Thank you very much for the follow. You and everybody else, sorry for not spelling your names. It's very difficult to pronounce some of those nicknames. All right, so let's go to the API, right? And let's try some of those hooks, right? So let's go to the chat GPT, right? And I don't actually know. Let's go to user model, right? I guess somewhere here, around here. I'm not sure if it's the options or if you can just paste the hooks here. But let's say here, if user is trying to change the username, I'd say I was not typing a username in one. No, I don't. Okay, it's very hardly believable, but let's try, right? You're saying that over here when you signed up, you omitted this. Let's try. Maybe we missed something, right? Yeah, you're absolutely right. How the hell did we miss this? Pretty horrible. Let's go to sign up. Maybe we missed something here in the schema, right? I'm pretty sure that we did, right? So username, string, non-HTML, la la la, required, email, password. Yeah, well, because we didn't make it required, that's why, right? That's number one, so we didn't make it required, that's number one. Yes, that was the thing, right? Then also, and I have this, where is this non-HTML, right? So I have this custom validator. It's just very strange. Yeah, well, it seems simply that we didn't validate it, right? Which is kind of funny, right? All right, let's try that again. Yeah, so now we add the validation right here. I mean that, yeah. And then if we get here, right? So we have to basically ask here, you know, if user. So we can say, you know, if user dot username. So if user has a username already and is trying to change it, right? Then we throw whatever, right? Yeah. But let's go actually to, let's go over here. No. Super awkward, right? Super awkward that We missed that, right? The register email, right? How did it pass this validation is beyond me, right? It shouldn't. This is kind of almost isomorphic, right? Let's put this here, right? So strange, so strange. Okay, well, good. Thanks for reporting that. Yeah. 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 Okay, well, yeah. Let's go back here. I guess you're kind of in a messed up state now, Rion, right? I guess you can't do much, right? So I'll fix that after the stream. I'll just manually fix that. Where were we? What were we doing? So we were checking the hook stuff, and that's great, but what else? Yeah, so let's kind of do this one, right? Let's try doing this. Let's try this hook. Let's go to the UI. Let's go to the dashboard. And let's... let's make this field technically editable, right? Just so we can try changing stuff, right? So let's make sure it's not disabled, so we can actually type things in. And let's add onChange handler, right? No worries, man. Absolutely no worries. Absolutely no worries. I mean, I highly appreciate that you got into that state. That's amazing, right? We need that, right? We need that. We need that sort of input, right? So yeah, so it seems that I am actually kind of covering that. Give me 2 seconds, because I think that was the main issue. It's still very incredibly strange that it happened, right? If I exclude this username from here, because I was safeguarding against username update through this, right? So let's try now and see if that hook is gonna kick in, because this will actually allow us to update the username. Fuck. Oh yeah, I know why. Because we're I'm not clear. Yeah, whatever. I'm not clearing the Redis cache. That's why. Whatever. So let's try to update this guy. So we did manage, right? After I removed some of that API logic, right? Which is this. So that's pretty bad, right? So that means that our hook, or at least the place where we put it, didn't actually work. So I suppose if we actually, I don't actually know where, at what level should we put the hook. Maybe inside of the options. I don't actually know. Oh, come on, though. Jesus Christ. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Give me a second. It's my Redis cache just messing up. Alright. Try that again. So still works. Yeah, so let's okay. Yeah, so let's put this elsewhere, right? So let's put it, let's say, here. Right, so it may be here, right? I don't actually know. Maybe, right? Let's try that. Right? I don't know. Try that again. Ah, come on. Okay, let's try again. Nope. So that didn't fire at all. Let's go and search for it. Ah, okay. Okay. Shouldn't have succeeded. Like this should have failed, right? So I don't actually get it. I don't know why the hook doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, we're actually not getting any logs, right? No. Ah, I see. Okay. I think this is what we need. Wait, no. Yeah, this is what we need. I see. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's this. Yeah. 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 Well, that there goes my absolute certainty. Yeah, actually it is executing, right? Actually no, it's fine. So we are hitting it, right? Let's print the user, right? So yeah, so we are actually hitting it, right? So no, it's fine. We are hitting that now. That's actually not bad at all. Let's try that again. And let's just print the whatever the object is. Yeah, all right. So I see. So I guess it's attributes, I suppose, right? We have to say if user dot attributes, if it has a username already, if it's not empty, and if it has changed, then let's try that. I don't know. That sounds relatively reasonable. Let's just remove this Redis cache again. Let's try that. Yeah. User.changed is not a function. Well, okay, let's see. Yeah, this is what I'm, I think, trying to do, right? Kinda like, my friend. How are you, man? It's been a while. Where have you been? Yeah, same, man. Same. Where is this? Can I use dot changed method inside of a on the actual instance? Nice, man. I hope you're enjoying it. What the fuck? Yeah, but if we use this, it's kind of not running, right? Yeah, that's the problem, right? Yeah, I don't know. Let's try that once more. Yeah, let's try that once more. Yeah, doesn't really work, does it? All right, let me try to solve this with ChatGPT as much as I can. Uh, it's out of the options. Okay. I see. Okay. I guess here, right? I suppose. Then we have to go to over here, right? Get rid of that. Nope. Still doesn't work. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Maybe it is. Let's see. I would really like to learn this because this could be pretty useful, right? Pretty useful. Nope, but it's not firing. I don't know why. No, no, I don't think so. No, I mean I don't have to do this now, really, right? I think I just want to, right? It's fun. I would like to learn, you know, why this hook, for example, doesn't fire, right? So no, not at all. I mean, this is not mandatory, right? This is not gonna change anything, right? Ah, so this is why, right? I suppose this is why, right? So if we go update user, right, we apparently have to pass this option. So you have to be explicit, it seems, whenever you want to run whenever you run any of the methods, right? You have to apparently, as shown here, you have to say, hey, I want the hooks running, and I actually like that because I wouldn't want the hooks running for everything implicitly, right? So I think this kind of makes sense. So I actually like that they made that decision, right? I think that's pretty interesting, right? Let's just see if this was sufficient or I need the other one as well. Okay, good. So now we're getting somewhere, right? Before update dog, cat, cow. Good, so now it's firing. Great, okay. Good. Let's actually go there now. I think we're good. That's perfect. So yeah, there we go. So it's not really, yeah, not rocket science, right? So, well, yeah, so you can see, hey, now it prevented us, right, to... Now it prevented us to basically do that, right? What we could literally do here if I mean this is just basically, but yeah, we could kind of actually I mean, we don't really need this now, genuinely, right? um so I think instead of actually throwing an error here, literally what I want here is can I just can I just literally just not change mutate the field? Can I just say if user has changed, okay, wait, so instead of throwing an error inside of before update, can I just neglect the update and make sure that the value stays the same? Yeah, amazing. Oh my god, literally what I wanted. Isn't this perfect, right? Great. Right? Yep. I mean, brilliant. That's pretty much what we want, right? Yep. This now, right, is gonna simply neglect any updates to that field, right? Hopefully. So we're not really throwing anything now, right? So let's see. Yeah, that's actually good. Let's go here. Actually, I use it quite a lot, I must admit. Yeah, I use it 3-4 times a week. For example, if I'm watching series, actually now after I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna probably do like 45 minutes of that, right? But I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Okay, and we can see, by the way, that this worked. Brilliant. Okay, so that's really good. That's really good that we can do this, right? Because if I go to that update user, right? Because I would like to centralize this here, right? I don't want to do this logic in every single potential phrase, right? Well, technically, I mean, it's not far. I mean, technically, it's live, right? You could go now and sign up, right? But yeah, I mean, this week I think it's gonna be stable with the minimal features. Like, you could literally go now and sign up. There's this week, like, you could go now and just sign up if you want, right? But keep in mind, yeah, it's in alpha. That it says alpha here in the top. But yeah, I mean, it's going really well. It's going really well, right? We're just fixing stuff. You know, I work on this 2 hours a day, right? I mean, I work this only in the streams, right? So you know, I try to do as much as possible throughout those streams, and you know, that's kind of how it is, right? But I think it's going really well. I'm personally happy, right? So let me try to write some logic here. Let's const immutable fields. Let's call them just immutable. And then Awesome, man. Thank you. So yeah, don't expect too much now, but yeah, in the upcoming weeks and months, I expect it to kick in and to become something for sure. Yeah, definitely. I just call it field. Hmm. Mr. No Name. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'll need to fix that for you later. Alright, let's try this logic that I kind of generalized here. Okay, so this worked. Yeah. So if any of those fields, check if it exists already and has changed, use the logistical, or let's call it actually previous. And then if we get over here, right? We can do this, I think. My wife just came back from work. Okay, great. Actually, so I learned something new today, and that's very satisfying. That's great. So basically, some of those hooks can actually be very useful, right? Because you can kind of localize them here. And whenever you enable the hooks for that specific model or whatever, right? You kind of get this. I don't need to write this in every single place where I may be updating a bit more of the stuff, right? have several fields in this table that once set we want to make immutable. For instance, a username should be immutable once chosen, as we haven't yet built the logic that would update all the records for the given user that changed their user. Yeah, okay, I get it. So this clearly can be incredibly expensive, right? I don't think it's expensive in our case though, because we always gonna get a single record. So we're always gonna get a single actual record, right? So we're gonna always find one record because we're using unique identifiers, UUIDs, right? This will only ever load one singular thing, right? So I actually, yeah, but we don't, yeah, but either way, yeah, we don't actually have to worry about this, but let's just put a, let's just have this here. What's the difference between hooks and individual hook option? All right, whatever. Where is Ryan Dev? Yeah, poor guy doesn't even have a profile. Yeah, poor guy doesn't even have a profile. Well, that's what it is. All right. So okay, so well, let me just test the UI once more here, if I can, just update some stuff, la la la, and then yeah, let me nuke this. So yeah, so this shouldn't have updated it, and it didn't. Okay, great. Okay, so that worked. That's great. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna try that in 2 seconds. Absolutely, yes. Before I stop the stream, I'm gonna try that. So let me let's just do some few completely useless commit messages, right? Let's just say stream updates. Let's push this to kind of production, right? Because we fixed some regressions and stuff, and that's how our week, this week, is gonna kind of look like, right? We're gonna be fixing things that we find, things that you guys report, and yeah, pretty much that, right? I mean, I can easily actually I could kind of, yeah, programmatically, because I don't have, I'm not sure if our AppSmith still works. That's where I would generally remove your account. Let me see. But worst case, I'll just write a simple query that removes your account for now, right? What the hell? Did I log into the wrong thing? Let's actually see. No, so I wrong it to a different account, I think. Yeah, no. Let's log out. Let's try to also take a look at our AppSmith, because those are going to be obviously our internal dashboards. When you're building a product, when you're building a startup, right? The last thing you want to be doing is building internal dashboards, because internal dashboards, they have no what is it called? They have no value to the customers, right? Like, your customers don't give a crap if you have internal dashboards or not, right? Like, they zero care, right? Right? So your users don't give a crap, right? So let's try to remove your stuff so you don't. Wait a minute. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What? Ah, my bad. Sorry. All right, so I think you should be removed, Rayon. Like, yeah, you're gone. So feel free to go and sign up again. And then I'll work on those dashboards in the upcoming days to just set them up so we can those are going to be the internal dashboards to moderate, to do things, etc. Yeah, destroyed. My pleasure, dude. And actually, wait, let me just push stuff, and then I want you to try to sign up again without username, right? That should no longer be possible. Maybe if you wanna, if you can wait 2 minutes, right? If you can wait 2 minutes, it would be great, right? Give me just 2 seconds to, yeah. Yeah, all good. Let me just push this to production, right? Awesome and perfect. Should be live in like 5 minutes. I think the front end is already building. Kind of like this is AppSmith. This is something like Retool, right? So those are basically, I don't know how many of you are working in startups, or how many of you have spent time working in startups or built your own. But again, generally, like I said, when you're building a startup, you want to minimize amount of work you're doing that's irrelevant to the customer and maximize the value that you're providing for the customer. So for example, Retool, AppSmith and stuff, those are the tools for building internal tools. So instead of you making your developers spending time building irrelevant dashboard that you're using internally, you use tools like this to automate that. So you can see, for example, here I'm building dashboards. Literally, I just write some queries, call some APIs, connected with the forms, and boom, I have internal dashboards. I don't need to spend time writing code, manually coding dashboards, tables, and stuff like that, right? So you have Retool, for example. We use Retool at work. This is what I use at Dream Data where I work. And for Programmer Network, I use basically this AppSmith, right? But in simple words, you know, when you're building products, you obviously want to build something that people can use. You know, none of you give a crap about, you know, us having dashboards at Programmer Network, right? Like, how does that provide any value to you? It doesn't, right? That being said, that's what it is, right? So yeah, that's the way to save some money and time and stuff like that, right? My CI is building. It's about to deploy to Hetzner. Let's go to Cloudflare pages and see if that's deployed. So yeah, so the front end is deployed. I'm not a fan, to be honest. Not a fan. I've heard also that some people have good experiences. It just disrupts my work a lot. Like, really, really a lot, right? So not my style for sure. All right, so we're kind of live now again. So the latest changes are deployed. Let me just go to my profile and make sure that's fine. Yeah, okay, so they are. This should, well, I cannot like my own thought, but if I go to Axie, I can go to his own, and I can do that. Nice. There is one bug here that, well, no, actually no. Great stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Pretty much all works, right? No, my API is hosted on Hetzner. My API is hosted on Hetzner. So my API is hosted here, 4 vCPUs, 16 gigs of RAM, and I pay approximately 20 euros a month. Awesome. Perfect. 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 So it's Hetzner, basically. It's a very old German provider. I used them 15 years ago, 16 years ago. It used to be one of my first providers, even when I was a kid, when I wrote PHP and Ruby and Rails and stuff. I used them, so it's a very, very yes, the front end is free. So front end is hosted on Cloudflare Pages here, and this is free, right? I'm not using it because it's free, though. I don't care paying for things. The thing is, the reason why I'm using this is because number one is amazing, it's super fast, and you get all the Cloudflare tools in front of it, right? Rate limiting, SSL. You can obviously, set up, some firewall rules and stuff like that, right? So yeah, this is so when you go to Programmer Network, what you see, this front end is hosted on Cloudflare Pages, yes, and all the server stuff, so Postgres, Redis, Fastify, etc. All the services are hosted here. No, I'm not gonna share that with you, but I have some diagrams. I have diagrams in my infrastructure, right? And then this app Smith has this IP range is enabled in my firewall, so this tool has direct access to the database, right? So I whitelisted this IP range and etc. etc. So this tool can access the action. That's why I was able to delete the rounds account from here, because that's how I set the infrastructure up, right? Great. Okay. So yeah. So basically, so that's it. I mean, that's what we're gonna be doing this week. We're gonna be trying to break things, prettify things, focus on stability. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. That's why I'm here. Thank you for asking and for watching and all of that stuff. So that's gonna how this week is gonna look like in the context of streaming. I want us to stabilize everything. We still need to add notifications. So this week we're gonna actually. So this is now still a fake. So we're gonna get the notification system into this week. So when somebody likes something, yeah. Once I'm ready, absolutely right. I have around 500 people who signed up for early access via MailChimp. So we're gonna send an email to them, right? So absolutely, it's just I'm not in a hurry, right? Because I want to make sure that this few features we have, they work properly, that you can set up your profile, that you can share things with people. So I'm not in a hurry, right? We're gonna do it, but I don't necessarily. I don't want to advertise it yet, right? Because I need to make sure that it works and that that people are right. But we're gonna do that, absolutely. We're gonna do that, absolutely, right? Okay, so that's deployed, and I just might as well call it here for today. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think I actually had enough, in a sense of we fixed some stuff, we improved some stuff, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, if you have a minute and if you're watching, please sign up. I mean, you don't actually have to do anything. You don't have to write anything. And I mainly want people to sign up just so I can track the infrastructure, track some error reporting. So if you're bored out of your life and you have 5 minutes and you want to click around, absolutely, please sign up, right? Are you using a UI? No, I'm not. This is all built by me. No, I'm just using Tailwind. Well, I'm not, but Tailwind is a utility library. It's not a component library. No, all of this is built by me. All the styles, the components and stuff, they're built by me. Okay, so I found another bug. editing a comment inside a thought, and then clicking up the save or cancel propagates the event, and the thought is opened inside. Thank you very much, man. It's been a lot of trial and error going back and forth, right? But I like simplicity. I'm a very minimalistic person, right? I like to have the least amount of stuff on the screen if possible, right? I find that to be an art. It's very easy to add a bunch of gibberish to the screen. I think it's very hard to make things not look like gibberish, right? So that's why this platform is always going to be as minimalistic as it possibly can. Of course, not sacrificing information and usefulness, right? But yeah. Yeah. All right, let's round up. I'm just gonna leave for now. My wife came from work, so I wanna see her a bit. Thank you very much for watching again. Thank you for the follows. If you didn't follow and you like this channel, please do so. I was told by many of you to remind people to do it because apparently people don't do it because they forget. So I'm reminding you now. And yeah, I stream almost every day except the weekend. So yeah, if you're around, if you wanna hang out, come around. Let's have some fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, have a great day, and yeah, peace out. Cheers.